Yeah, my money, big body, my money, Tonka. My bad. I'm sorry.
No, reason I really don't want my money be twerking, my money do dances.
Yeah, shut up.
Oh yes. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back again. Once again, the flush.
You already know.
You feels me? We back, and as you can see, we in another new location.
New spaces.
Delays of why we haven't been recording and scheduling, but we
got
back.
it together.
We got it together. I hope y'all like this new setup. We was.
I think it's dope.
Yeah.
I think it's dope. It's only gonna get better.
For sure. So we were definitely filming at Adam's house for a while, and now congratulations to Malik A$AP Ju for getting his own place as well.
Indeed.
You feel me?
Alright.
AKA the POV parlor. You already know.
Alright. It's just Malik's crib.
It's not.
It's Malik's.
It's more than that, but
it's my place.
That's a story for another day.
It's his place of residence.
Yes.
So with that being said, I have to ask, how do you like it so far?
It's
How long
nice.
you been here? About what, 2 weeks now?
A month.
A month. Okay.
My only complaint is that the railroad tracks, I thought they was like not active,
Mm-hmm.
and it's gonna be coming through at like 2 in the morning.
Yeah. Even driving here, you literally have a railroad track like right by your street.
That's the one that be coming in at 2 in the morning.
That's me.
And I literally live, and so y'all can't see it, but my room is on the complete opposite side of the camera, which is closest to the railroad track. So I'll be like, come on, man.
So I gotta ask you, have you had any issues since you've been living here, or any complaints or anything like that?
It's like in the crib.
While you here, have you had any issues or complaints while staying here in your first month?
Not too crazy. My only complaint would be it ain't no lights inside of the room, so I would have to bring lamps everywhere.
There's no lights in the room.
Not like at all. But other than that, you feel me? You know, pop of shit. You would think I went to school for chiropractic. You know what I mean?
Hey, no. Well, really nice.
She fired, bro. I've been telling people that, bro.
Just like the air out everywhere. You feel me?
She fired, bro.
Like another.
We don't get into that. We don't get into that. Y'all already know. We back in this bitch. It's another episode of the 4. You feel me? We got to go through a quick intro, so we're gonna start from Adam and let it come on down and go from there.
It's your boy Adam, aka Super Sanjurdo, aka
It's everything getting longer, y'all.
It's getting long as fuck.
Not AKA, yeah. But you know what it is. It's your boy DJ A$AP Jubilant in the cut, like my address, because I know it took niggas a little while to find it.
Yeah, you are low key.
You a little out the way.
That's exactly what it means.
It's your boy TJ, go by TJ with the shots. We back in this bit. Glad to be back. You feel me?
And finally, it's your boy Jacoby.
Oh yes.
AKA your friendly neighborhood Snorlax, AKA Sheriff Snorlax, and you already know we back with another banger, y'all.
AKA Duke, Lord, Duchess, Cumberbatch, Cringleton. Esquire.
You said that all wrong. He's talking about my alter ego. So for those of you that
alter ego.
I do have an alter ego. His name.
Snorlax was the alter ego.
It's another one. This is when, like, if I ever needed, if some super shit went down and I had to go like deep 6 undercover.
Who you work for?
That's if whatever circumstances that ever may be, I would become. And this is the funny thing. I remember Archibald Wentworth Griffin VI.
No, that's not what he said.
Yes, it was.
Cornelius Cumber. Oh wait, that's Jeremy.
Yeah, look at you. You tripping. You tripping. You can't remember the right nigga name. That's crazy.
That's not my fault.
Anywho.
Yeah,
Anywho.
Right. I don't know what was
It's 40! 40 years! You see what happened to Roger, right? 40!
This guy.
Now while
He's still got his energy.
off camera, while Malik may have not gotten 40 years, he apparently did get a noise complaint. And
I know he's loud on the podcast.
So you got.
It's also 2 in the afternoon right now, so we can probably be a little louder, but you know.
But
let's not risk that. You don't even know.
Fuck that!
Damn.
Your house. Your spot. So last time we hollered at y'all on the show, we talked about Mr. Morale. No. We did a 4th of July. Which was heavily delayed.
I would like to apologize for my belligerent behavior on there.
That nigga was tripping. He was tripping.
He was drunk.
That I had been drinking that entire day.
Hey, let us know in the comments if y'all want to see Malik drunk in the episode again. We'll probably make it happen.
Oh, yeah,
because he's an alcoholic. But anywho, confessions from an alcoholic from the 6.
Ooh, that'd be hot. That'd be high.
That's all love, bro.
Confessions of
You
an alcoholic.
want to speak on these allegations?
Confessions of an alcoholic.
Clear your name.
So,
Go ahead.
I am not an alcoholic. I'm just always down to have a drink. There's a difference. Especially now that most of the places I do drink, I get free liquor most of the time. So
That didn't account into the fact that
That kind of makes it seem like you're more of an alcoholic.
But that's neither here
I
nor
just
there.
said I'm always down for a drink, but I'm not. I don't need alcohol to function. I can go.
When the
once
last
without
time you
drinking.
drank?
Last night. Actually,
That's
about
cap.
what? 10
That's
minutes
cap. He
ago?
pulled a
Yeah.
drink. He pulled a drink out his freezer like 20 minutes
But
before
look,
y'all pulled up. I don't know where he put that joint, but I was like, all right.
What you mean?
Hey, look.
It was this much.
It
But I'm
was.
not an alcoholic though. But I'm not a rapper. You feel me? So.
I'm weak.
I hate your career.
But anywho, what's niggas started the day today, man?
It feels great outside today.
It does.
That's my thought.
This is my weather. I love this weather.
This is the perfect
This is
weather.
cool. Yeah, this is
This is drip season weather, y'all. If you don't got no drip, don't come outside.
straight gunner, man.
Oh God.
I woke up in go mode because I didn't, you know how it is when you do laundry. You never feel like folding them bitches.
Yeah.
I was like, I got up and I was
only get wrinkled and
Bro, and that's why, I got up. That's why I was like, we gonna fold. We just gonna get the shit done. Folded the clothes, did laundry, took a shower. It's been a productive morning so far.
Look at you being productive.
I'm God, but I walked outside and I was like,
Oh.
bro, I just need, bro. I'm gonna have to get another hoodie, but we gonna have to.
It's hoodie season.
It is hoodie season. Yeah, we back with this though.
Y'all need hoodies. Plug. Phase 7, my girl's brand. Follow it. Phase 7. She dropping hoodies. They fire. I'm not hyping it. She got some hoodies on the way that's pretty turned. I will be rocking the black and orange from online. You feel me? At Phase 7. I'm just throwing y'all a plug. Good prices, good quality clothing.
Link will be in the descriptions.
Well, they, because we always say we putting links in the description.
We'll make sure to put links in the descriptions, damn
I'm
it.
sure one time I did.
Yeah, I heard it. What?
The last episode, I did a lot.
One time better than no time. I'm just saying, bro.
It's okay. But no, yeah, let's get into these topics. We got a lot to talk about, y'all, because we haven't done an episode since
A lot
July.
has happened.
And it's October. October 1st today.
Indeed.
All right,
Currently
so
2:15 p.m.
yeah, so we need to get to a lot of the stuff we haven't talked about in a while,
A
and
lot has happened.
A lot has
Last time
happened.
we recorded.
That's a lot.
That was the July 4th episode we posted last, right?
yes,
Yep.
yes.
So it's been
Well, Philip was in that.
it's been 2 months.
Yeah.
Almost 3 months.
Yeah.
3 months basically.
I was about to say something, but
I'm glad you
fucking
considered.
drips.
What?
Fucking them.
What?
You know what I'm talking about.
I don't know what he's talking about, but we gonna keep it pushing. I don't know what he on, but yeah. So let's just talk about what we've been experiencing or seeing, but haven't talked about on camera to the people out there watching. So you know,
Well, Tory knocked out fucking August Alsina,
did he really though?
allegedly. So there's that. I don't get why.
Allegedly.
Yeah, so
He
that was
deserved it.
I heard the audio. It sounded like they had a little scuffle.
I guess.
So essentially, this is what happened. So
Speak up.
after an event, or was it before the event? Either or, they were on the same tour together, and basically,
They don't tour together.
yeah, they got some. I want to say it's like some old school / R&B.
It's like an R&B
I
song.
didn't have no idea.
Yeah.
No.
So as August was leaving, Tori seen him. He was, hey, what's up? Instead of August just walking past him if he didn't want to shake his hand, he dodged his hand full body and looked at him like he was crazy.
Mm.
And of course, a lot of niggas would just let that go. But
Tory, not.
he let it go initially,
Mm-hmm.
thought about it, and was like,
You
Nah,
know,
fuck that.
no, hold on, you're gonna just do
He's
that.
on the block. Oh,
and it's just the fact that from the audio that we heard, it sounds like August was getting a little froggy when he was confronted, and then something happened. Then he might have got me-mopped a few times.
Now, mind you,
I don't know, y'all.
Tory had a security team with him.
That's true.
August Alsina did not.
Yep.
So that's already okay, it's playing the numbers game. And now August, you want to be jumpy and froggy and all that. I don't know if that's going to be the best idea. If it's just you right now by yourself, you got to consider your surroundings in your scenarios in that situation.
Going off of that and what you just said on that situation, rest in peace to PNB Rock.
Truly.
Because that is another situation of you got to be aware of your surroundings and where you at all times.
Be mindful of what you post on social media.
And what you wearing out in public if you know you in the hood.
So
it's always an area that you're not normally in, but we're not there. We wasn't there, so we can say all these things.
Yeah, they actually got like a lot more information on it now.
Really?
Yeah, they actually caught the people who did it.
Yeah, it was like a 17-year-old, right?
It was father and son combo, and they arrested his mom too.
Damn.
So
I'm gonna say it's 3 of
he's a minor for one. He's a minor, but allegedly they were saying that they were sitting outside of there even prior to her posting the post. Like they were just there.
Yeah.
And then they seen him. The son went inside. I don't know what happened. I'm assuming little nigga was like, "Hey, give me what you got." PNB Rock was, "Little nigga, get out my face," because he was 17 or whatever, and he shot him, took his jewelry, left, and his dad was the getaway driver.
So with that being said, I want to ask y'all a question. Of course, condolences goes out to PNB Rock and his people. Is being a rapper now the most dangerous job to work?
No.
Why?
Because with being a rapper, yes, it is dangerous, but you can also control your engagements too.
Can you?
To an extent. What you do in that situation, like a lot of rappers preach the fact, "Oh, I ain't never gonna get nothing taken from me. I never go." This, that, and the other. But if someone got a gun to you, you don't got nothing on you, and they want that chain, take this chain. You can go buy you another one. You got money, right?
Right.
Unless you don't got money, because you probably still paying on that chain.
Even so, this chain ain't worth your life.
I agree.
This jewelry's not worth your life. So
sometimes I feel like it don't be about the jewelry, don't be about the respect. Niggas be like, "Oh, I can't go for this because of scam. I can't go for this."
Your life is not worth that respect either.
I would.
But some niggas will die for their respect too.
This is also true.
So,
but in regards to the question, I would actually agree that it is dangerous. So the reason that I say this is because when you think of that question, you think of the state of rap, and like when you look at like if we were to put a list of rappers onto paper and like look at it, you gotta realize a lot of these rappers did not start out as rappers. A lot of these rappers are just street niggas that would just happen to be rapping.
Right.
yeah.
And that becomes an issue because now you have a lot more rappers that have a more so mentality of shoot first, ask question later, depending on the scenario.
Yeah.
Yeah, if your situation, like if you're in a situation where, oh, it's me and my girl, we at Roscoe's getting some food, I'm dripped up, got the chains on, got the bracelets on, doing whatever. At that point, and then so if I'm getting confronted, a lot of rappers with that type of shoot first, ask question later mentality, how they react to that scenario, it almost never, it's never good on either side depending on the circumstances.
Yeah.
So to that, I would say in the state of rap and the rappers in the game right now, it can be one of the most dangerous jobs, but like Adam said, it really comes down to like placing yourself in the scenarios that you want to be in.
Yeah.
Especially when it's like when it comes to like you having like your people around you, your family, your loved ones, your friends. It's like, okay, I know where I want to be when I'm with them. Let me put up not only myself, but let's put us in the best, safest space to be at the time.
Not to mention, if I ever got any type of thing like that, at least one security guard gotta be with me.
At least.
Especially when you with the family.
And that's all I
somebody
think.
gotta be carrying
Security
something.
are not even necessarily for me per se, it's for the family.
Literally.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Best believe in legal states, I'm gonna be carrying my own. Keyword, legal states.
No, I say you got
That matters. That's what matters.
I agree with both y'all. I definitely think it's dangerous, but also based on what Adam and Malik was saying, like it depends on how you move and like where you go and how you go about it. But I don't know. I know for someone like me, I'm very cautious. So if I was in that person's shoes, like for one, that type of stuff is not okay. That's crazy.
Damn, that's crazy.
But no, like I'm the type of I'm not risking my life over material items. Like you get one life, you can get the material stuff back if you really about trying to get that back. But you know, I'm not saying like he should have the right to be able to go where he wants, wearing the jewelry he wants. It's just know he will have attention brought on you, and you're someone of celebrity status in some degree.
I agree, and I want to add on to that with also knowing, and I don't want to say on this for too long, but also knowing wherever you may be, is you also have to know that area.
Mm-hmm.
Because that was one of the things that a lot of people that live in LA were saying was like, out of all the rosters you could be at, why that one?
See,
so that also comes down to not only knowing yourself and like your surroundings, but also knowing the area itself in a sense.
See, for his situation, it's crazy because after the word got out that he had passed, Academics had just recently did an interview with PNB Rock. And he would talk, and PNB was even talking to him about stories of him being in LA, being targeted before this even happened. And on top of that, he's even expressed that I'm from my own hood. I'm used to going to hood. Like, that's where I'm known from. So, I like, you know how some rappers say you go there, you check in, woo. So, he was used to that. Like, that was when he was familiar with. However, the sad reality we live in, for one, if you're not from that area, you're not a town, it don't matter who you are. And then two, even if you are in your own hood, you still can get got. Rest in peace, Young Dolph.
Yeah.
And he was just trying to get cookies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So at this point, it don't really matter. I don't know if it's me. If I'm a rapper, I have no reason to go back or be in that area. Or like, it's like even when I tell people, like, I'm going out of town, I'm not going out of town to go to the hood or like an area that I'm not from. Like, I'm asking to be a walking lick.
You
like,
ain't
why
down here, get from down here.
You know what I'm saying? Unless I got somebody that know what they, you know,
they know what's up.
But like, you know, I have no intent to, like, we went to Chicago. What I got reason to go to O Block for?
Yes.
There's no reason for me to go to O
Speaking
Block.
of which, they about to gentrify that bitch.
That is another thing that, you know, we learned about while we haven't recorded. So, okay, thank you for answering that question.
Speaking of passing, Black Twitter, you were outlandish. Because
Black Twitter
and Irish Twitter.
was y'all and Irish Twitter. Why was y'all all Queen Elizabeth's head top like that, bro? She is, but that, bro.
And that was, I ain't gonna that was some of the most entertaining hours of my life at work. I was at work scrolling through the feed like I'm retweeting, liking, it was hilarious, yo. It was hilarious. I still, you know, my condolences because it's like death in the family, regardless of who you are. To at least to the family, that's always just like that's all you hate to see that. It's always a sad time for her family and so on. But
at the same
time,
on a
grand. I mean, at the same time, I'm not also disagreeing with that statement. I'm really not.
I don't know. I just got on Twitter and seen that, and I was just like, okay. Like, people was asking, how do you feel about this? I'm like, that ain't got to do with me.
Man.
Nothing against them. I was like, that I'm continuing my life.
Unfortunately, I'm not a citizen of the UK.
You know, that doesn't affect me. You know,
hey, Black
call me
Twitter.
ignorant, I'm sorry, but
Black Twitter.
nothing against them.
Keep going.
Irish Twitter, y'all was fooling too, especially at that soccer game, whatever game y'all watching. Bro, they said Lizzie in a box, and the whole crowd chanting that.
That shit was crazy.
I was like, damn.
That shit was crazy.
Like, I
ain't never heard niggas.
I never seen Blacks and Irish unified.
Oh God, that was a
What's the meme when niggas be shaking hands at me?
Oh, was in there joking. I'm like, alright, like that's crazy. So yeah, that happened.
And then of course, rest in peace to Coolio.
Yeah, that's recent.
That was a sudden heart attack, is what the news article said.
Okay. I was about to say
they didn't confirm it, but that was the initial report. But I'm pretty sure like medical examiners are still going on. They're doing what?
OD. They say he went to the bathroom. He was in there for a long time. They was like,
potentially, but either way, I didn't listen to much of his music, but I remember when he made the Key and Kill theme song, banger. I definitely remember seeing his cameo appearances in TV shows. So, of course, just lost to the Black community as a whole. So, our condolences to his family and his friends and his loved ones.
He is indeed now resting in the Gangster's Paradise.
Yes. Yes, he is.
Speaking of that, this made me think about this other question. Have you guys heard about the Academics accusation about old rappers calling him Dusty?
No, but
No.
I did actually. I did.
Ooh, oh. I ain't gonna lie, there's times when Act do be talking out his ass.
Act be just be talking.
Henny Demic Acts be talking out his ass.
To me,
but he be speaking his truth.
To me,
at times he do. I agree with him every now and then, but
in this particular
situation,
he was just talking.
Yeah,
he was just talking.
I get
okay,
he's
so wait,
coming from.
hold on, wait. Before we get into that, I am not aware. So tell me.
You want to explain? You explain. For those that don't know, Adam's gonna explain this situation.
So basically, on Breakfast Club, or it might have been prior to that.
It started on his Twitch stream, and it went to
so basically, he was saying these older rappers, like the pioneers,
like OGs.
Why are they like broke and Dusty and why are they like down talking on other artists who are now up, and then sorry that they're not paying them the respect. But at the same time, it's a two-way street with that conversation.
You didn't have to call him Dusty, though.
You didn't have to call him Dusty.
I mean, I get where he's coming from, but at the same time, it's not their fault that if they are Dusty now, it's not their fault.
It's not their fault.
Because back during their times, a deal for $100,000 then is like $10 million now for real. Back in the 90s,
no streaming, no social media.
Music was not the business back then.
No. Hip hop.
Hip hop.
Music and
Let me
hip hop.
specify, yes. Hip hop was not the business it was back then that it is today.
So
the money
revenue
was completely different.
If they got fucked over in deals before or things like that in the past, of course, it's not really much you can do with that at that time.
They kind of have to hold that.
So I think Ack was a little ignorant, like not acknowledging that fact because he's in music media and he's older than us.
And if it wasn't for the people that got into this hip hop game, there would be none of these hip hop media blogs, and his career wouldn't even exist. Which LL Cool J have responded to his comments. Now I haven't watched his Breakfast Club interview with academics, but I did see what LL Cool J had to say, and he was spitting nothing but facts. But to some degree, I do understand what you're saying on the two-way street conversation, because I know a lot of the young artists do feel like the OGs don't really want to help them, which some do, but they do get a lot of ridicule because they're not used to that. However, to try to say like these guys didn't start this, like they're the ones that started, what I'm saying? Like we wouldn't even have the people we probably have today if it wasn't for these people that walked so that we could run.
Literally.
And then
Because anybody can be a rapper now at this point.
You thought it was feeling you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think another aspect of that is the perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Your perspective, because you got to think because you got to like with academics, because like you said, academics he's in the music culture, the hip hop culture. He's embedded in that, and he has the perspective of where hip hop is a business, that money's flowing. I think it also it just comes down to like how the times that we are in, we are so heavy on like materialistic, like we need to see like the ice on the wrist, the ice on the neck. To see that's the proof of like, I'm up. I got 4 different cars. I'm up. I got a house here and I just bought another house for my mama over there. I'm up. And that's that term of I'm up. It's such a materialistic thing of like when people like if you act, I'm pretty sure like we ask people like when you think of somebody that's up, how would you describe, like how would you picture them? You know what I'm saying?
Slight pivot, not to like go from this conversation, but just going off of what you just said. Why do you think that's like a problem for our culture and our community?
It's a lot of flex.
It's like, why do y'all think that is?
I think what it comes down to is the longevity, because a lot of that for a lot of people, that materialistic, that like the physicality, it's short term. It's not something it's only going to be here for a little bit of time. It's not something that like provides long lasting over generations.
No, but I'm saying, why do you think like? So, for example, I think that's like a thing that's very prominent with just the Black community. Now, I'm not saying other cultures don't do it, but I think in our community, it's like way more prominent.
I'm gonna tell you why. I think it's because it's generational, and if you look back and even old videos like Slick Rick and like all those guys, they rocking.
Yeah.
Flavor Flav got they rocking some crazy stuff. So you got children watching. It's like, oh man, I want that. And then they get older, then they become famous, and now they can do it. Then the next set of okay, now we in the 90s, and then they seeing artists having all this and that. So the cycle just kind of goes down, because when you broke, of course, like it's like when you broke and then when you finally become somewhat wealthy or stable to have extra money, you should decide to get the things you never could get when you couldn't afford it.
Right.
So with that being said, you try to do anything you can to try to get those things. Now that doesn't mean you can afford it all the way, all the time, because in the media and social media now, with that being around, it's a lot of cloud chasing and super flexing that happens. Like I would talk to like my young guys, man. One was like, man, 6ix9ine said this chain costs $1 million, and I'm like, you believe that? He's like, yeah. I'm like, so you just believe anything somebody tell you? Like, just because I say this is worth $1 million, you gonna believe me? No, you ain't gonna. That ain't worth no million. Like he probably paying on that ain't worth no $1 million. But they want that perception as if it is worth that much. You know what I'm saying? Same with the music videos and the cars. Like you see all the rappers, it's that imagery, it's that lifestyle.
All that
you know what I'm
shit be
saying?
reels and props.
And it's all entertainment. It's all entertainment, but if you can't read between the lines of what's real and what's fake, it's hard for a lot of people to understand.
It blends together.
Yeah, it blends so well. It's hard to separate what's real and what's not.
Now that
You know
fake perception becomes reality.
Yeah.
Chain of Day, J. Cole, Born Sunday, listen to that song. Song talks about that whole situation. You know what I mean? Hey, you know what I'm saying? But I think to answer your question, I think that's part of it. I think it's definitely a little bit more to it. But definitely just the fact people growing up seeing people on TV and screens and whatnot doing the same thing.
Right.
Hell, if they can get the opportunity to do it, they gonna do it too. And, you know,
So one more slight pivot. So do you think that's a trap that the industry set up for us because they know we like this, or do you think that's just something that would happen either way because of how we are?
it's both. It's part of that.
It's both.
It's part of it. Because if we're talking industry shit and like label shit, like they're adding everything into your deal. Like however much you get your advance or your money, if your deal is worth $100K or whatever, they're gonna remember that jewelry you rented for that music video? Well, we taking that out. Oh, remember when you had paid for these flights and this and that? Like, there's a lot of little behind the scenes stuff that they already tallying up. Oh, remember when you in the studio messing around, not doing nothing half the time? We was charging you for that.
Yep.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like, they already kind of got you set up from the jump. So really, that comes down to your management and how you use your budget based on your deal, and that kind of goes into a self-control. Independent versus being signed, and that's a whole nother conversation. But I think it goes deeper than that.
And with that goes both ways from an artist perspective and also from a fan perspective.
Mm-hmm.
As much of it is important for an artist to understand how to manage their money and how to budget when it comes to doing the industry shit, when it comes to like planning music videos, it's also on the fan. And again, it's not for everybody, but it's also on the fan to discern and be able to tell the difference between, like how TJ was saying, between the fake shit and the reality. Yeah. If as a fan, and again, I can't say because everybody how they listen to music is different. So that's not something that I can just say across a flatline basis. But there are people that like, when they listen to music, they're able to they have that discernment, they have that wherewithal to be like, okay, this is what this is, and this is what that is, and it goes both ways. Like in my opinion on that.
Oh, what's crazy is a lot of people like outside of our culture, because as big as our culture seems to us because we're in it, it's actually like relatively small. Do you think that a lot of the population doesn't genuinely like dive into music as much as our culture does? Because they have their songs, but like,
what do you mean?
So, say for example, lyrical content, just as an example. There's like songs that like people remember for specific lyrics.
Right.
Like
timeless shit.
Right. I'm saying like, does other cultures have things like that has as much meaning as ours do to us?
Probably sure.
Yes, it's not.
Oh, for sure we do. It's just it just. I think that just comes down to the culture, the type of people, like the different people that you're trying to like that. It just comes down to the people.
Yeah, I can't speak from like a country perspective or a pop perspective because I don't watch a lot of listen to a lot of pop and country. However, right now in hip hop and rap, it's a lot of oversaturation going on.
Yeah.
So I think that's where we might look at it as like, well, do other cultures do the same thing? But if you think about actually, do you think the Latin scene, do they have a lot of oversaturation? Or or maybe they do. You know what I'm saying? Of course, it's just different sound, different group of people, different culture. You know, and like I said, anybody can be a rapper now. You know what I'm saying? It's new stuff coming out now. Think about the way music comes out now, bro. There was a point where a rapper didn't drop a new album every 2 years.
Yeah,
you feel me? At least 2 years. Now it's like, bro,
6 months. I don't need.
Like now we're just increasing the amount, and it's just easier for them to produce. Whereas, like, look at rock albums. If you look at like how long it takes for certain rock bands to drop a project,
at least 3 years.
Bro, it's like 3 or more. It's not, and that's why some of their stuff is like more timeless to their community than you could arguably say for ours. You know what I'm saying?
And that, I think that comes down to how hip hop. I'm gonna use this in a bunch. Hip hop, R&B, like how that is so like it's integrated in so much media. Mm-hmm. Where like, don't get me wrong, like there's like rock music, other types of music are integrated in the media. But when you think about what's at the forefront, what's like on everybody's screen, it's usually hip hop, rap, or R&B or something, and that it's that group that's on like the big screen 24/7.
But when you look at the numbers for it, it don't seem that way.
It don't. Hip hop is actually, if you look at it statistically, it's the most streamed genre of music in the world.
Mm-hmm. Because our culture is interesting.
But it ain't bigger than Latin.
It's not.
Hispanic, a lot of other stuff. It's worldwide.
Yeah.
Big.
Yep.
J Balvin, Bad Bunny and them, bro.
He been doing numbers. Man. He been doing numbers for this story.
I'm just saying, Chief Keef inspired the nation. Fuck you, Trump, man. Chief Keef is one of the most influential rappers. Fuckers in school always telling me, I was in a barbershop, Chief Keef ain't on here to Chief Keef about that. My boy fucking beating on land right now. He gonna be putting in the work. Shut the fuck up. Y'all don't live with that nigga. Y'all know that nigga got caught with the ratchet. Shoot at the police and shit. Niggas on places is fucking, I don't know when. Motherfuckers stop fucking training like that. Them niggas savages out there. If I catch another motherfucker talking sweet about Chief Keef, I'm fucking beating their ass. I'm not fucking playing no more. You know them niggas wrote a little Reese and L.
I'm waiting for that echo too.
This one you had a noise complaint.
This had to be.
But I will applaud you for remembering that whole.
He was spitting facts though.
He was.
He is a very influential character when it comes to music nowadays, especially with him like popularizing drill music.
We was there. We was seeing the rise of it in high school. So you know what I'm saying. We was there during that. So I don't none at all. So
but
let's transition.
Indeed.
You know what I'm saying? We'll talk about this for another
I know.
So we got some other things we got to talk. It's been a while. I know we got a lot to talk about.
We got a lot.
But bear with us. OPF. Let us know what we about to sports. Sports, my man. Your coach.
I know.
Neil Long?
Alright,
come on, tell the people that don't know. Let them know.
All right,
we gotta talk about it.
Ime Udoka is
the coach of the Boston Celtics.
Head coach of the Boston Celtics.
Tatum was fighting for his life.
Look,
and this man was over here texting his side piece that work on the same staff.
Okay.
I'm sounding passionate like I didn't do it.
As an actual So he's married, engaged, separated, Neil Long, whatever. They be fucking. Shut up. They be fucking, right? Or having sexual relations, whatever. Allegedly. Apparently they were separated at some point. That's why he thought it was cool to talk to one of the
work with
staff.
On the team.
Hey, but you know what's crazy? She was married too. So
I was gonna say, we have a
let FOPF
basically, he got Udoka told her, you know, in the words of Future, I could boss you up for a nut. You feel me? And it ended up not working out in his favor as it came out, and now my man has been suspended for a year for getting a consensual nut, which is crazy because Brett Favre was literally stealing millions of dollars worth of welfare from the state of Mississippi.
Get your bars off.
Fuck Brett Favre.
Get your bars off.
I'm just saying that, man. And then you gonna use it. Who the fuck going to a volleyball stadium anyway?
Okay. All right. We'll get to the Brett Favre situation.
This is team.
Yeah, I know. We'll get to the Brett Favre situation in a second. But there was an update, and it's a rumor. Nothing's confirmed, but the rumor, where it is, the reason why they went this route is because it wasn't actually a shorty on the security staff.
It wasn't. It was rumor. The financial executives.
Oh no, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, it was.
Someone said that. I heard someone say it was the owner's wife.
I did. What a popcorn.
No, it wasn't.
She on staff.
It was one of the financial executives for the team. And what had happened allegedly was he hired a private investigator because his girlfriend was cheating on him. He didn't know with who though, and it just so happened to be Coach.
Here's the thing.
So let me ask y'all this. Do y'all think he deserved to be suspended for a year?
It has nothing to do with basketball. Yes, it was with the staff, maybe slapping on the wrist with a fine, but suspending him from a team that just got to the finals, why would y'all suspend him for a year?
On top of the fact that so this is also a thing. I don't know how often y'all keep up with the NFL shit too. But Urban Meyer was literally caught on camera getting a lap dance from another woman that was not his wife in a Cincinnati bar after the loss.
You know what the difference is?
Damn, that's how you sorrow.
Yeah.
Loss.
But yeah, I mean, whatever the fuck. But even then, I felt like that didn't deserve the backlash that he got. Urban Meyer just so happened to be a dickhead. That's when he got fired
He
too.
put his dick somewhere, and they talking about you lose your job for a year.
I could even see the first 20 games of the season because you shouldn't be fucking your staff. Okay.
No, you shouldn't.
You shouldn't.
But the whole year?
Yeah, the whole year. I think that's wild.
And he's not getting paid for that either.
I don't think so.
Who's the backup coach they gonna have?
I forget.
You mean
He wanted to
coach?
He
Yeah, he might have to step it up.
Be running this shit now.
I mean, what you just said, I just thought it's crazy. Like, he literally just had a great season. They went to the finals.
It was
Just
balling out here.
It just shows you they don't care about him.
Yeah, for
real.
real. But any team would be willing to pick him up if they fired him, but they didn't fire him.
That won't let them go just yet. They gonna fill this out for about a whole year though. That's
A whole
crazy.
year,
That's
bro.
your ass, bro.
A whole year.
Sexual nut. Crazy.
He's gonna keep saying that.
But I mean, he's not wrong. It wasn't consensual.
So y'all cheating on me alone?
No.
So the offer you can't say.
But anybody gonna get cheated on?
Literally, Beyonce got cheated on.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'm asking y'all if you with me alone.
No.
Is you
If
going back
I'm
somewhere else?
with me alone, I'm not cheating. I'm good. I'm good where I'm
He
at.
said black men don't cheat.
I'm cheating anyway. Let's just start there.
That's
I
your-
agree
that's
with
your
both of
side.
those things, but you gotta think in their stature and in their level of life that they in, the options for them are probably beyond crazy.
Oh yeah, for
that's
sure.
true.
But
So like me alone's probably normal for them.
fair enough. But also, Snoop Dogg said it best, bro. I don't even involve myself in them situations no more. He said, I do a show. I don't even go backstage because I know it's going to be some bitch back there trying to throw the box at me. I just go home to my wife that I love. You feel me? It's not worth it.
Self-control. Again, back
Frank
but you're right though. With
Speaking of
the options are plentiful. Way more than you probably.
Of course, that's not giving him an excuse
No.
because you got married and you wouldn't need a loan.
Crazy.
But
And
hey,
you make
we
him
don't know what their life's like at home.
That's also true.
That's
That's why
also
I said
true.
I heard they were separated. They could have been beefing behind closed doors.
Yeah.
She might have been like, hey, I think you would like that girl on the financial staff.
So speaking of how if we don't know how they like is at home, how is Brett Favre's life at home to where he got to steal from
Fuck
the
Brett Favre.
Mississippi?
This nigga needs to have his regular contract taken from him. Nobody
No.
wear regular jeans no way. You've been
No.
in business.
No.
I don't fucking
A
wear
lot of
regular
them wear regular jeans.
Not
Come
from our
on.
culture, but a lot of people wear
Man,
it.
you know, come
I
on.
just be hating on Brett Favre because he used to come to Chicago and beat on the Bears all the time.
That's
all.
understandable.
Y'all been asked for a long time.
Shut up.
So y'all. Yeah.
They still fuck Brett Favre.
Yeah.
He was a
Right,
great quarterback, but
You think, Brett?
Crazy.
still
A
in
true
the- what's
welfare
crazy
queen,
is
bro.
he needs to actually see some sort of repercussions because
Oh, for sure.
they have Ime Udoka in the media just because
Going crazy.
he had consensual sex with the staff.
Meanwhile, this nigga Brett Favre
stole
stole
Oh,
millions
about
from a
six.
welfare fund.
About six.
Brett Favre?
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
a
you don't know? Oh, you don't
He
know?
used to be Green Bay quarterback.
Brett Favre
Yeah.
is
Before Aaron Rodgers.
arguably top 10 greatest quarterbacks of all time.
For sure.
I just asked if you're a white man.
Yes.
But he's,
And that's
we
the-
know
that's the
Boston,
reason.
and we know
And it's crazy.
Boston's a black man.
yeah, but it's even more crazy because Brett
There's your
Favre,
answer, ladies and gentlemen. Just
Brett Favre
saying.
is actually from the state of Mississippi.
He
And
is.
he also knows that Mississippi is literally the poorest state in the country. So do you not have
Yeah,
enough love
racist.
for your home? Do you not have enough love for your home state to not steal from people that actually need it?
No, no.
No.
What's crazy is he not one of those people that need it. So far.
Yeah.
Yeah, you right.
And he proved it.
I'm
He
just
put
saying.
$5 million into his daughter's school.
I'm just saying, bro.
Just
Jackson
built him a new stadium.
is a
And
new
then-
volleyball stadium.
And then he put $1 million in his own pocket.
So my thing is
I'm
Jackson.
like, wow, like really though, like
Jackson,
He
Mississippi
put a mill in his
is
pocket.
literally
God.
having
he put $1 million in his pocket, bro.
and then you stealing money from people that need clean water?
Man, that's crazy.
Shame on you.
That's crazy.
Shame.
Shame.
Hey,
Shame.
somebody call the shame wizard,
Shame.
bro.
We'll do that. We'll do that.
Oh, man.
Speaking of the NFL, how y'all feeling about them announcing Rihanna as the Super Bowl?
I think that's dope.
The national
She better.
Fenty
I
meeting.
need her to announce a new project.
I was gonna say with that, do y'all?
I would like this.
I was like on a scale of
I'm here for
let's
it.
scale on a scale of 1 to 10, how likely you think it is for her to drop a new album?
Oh,
10.
Or not dropping new album, at least announce new music with this performance.
It's not exactly after.
Kendrick didn't do no new shit when he performed.
But he knew he was coming out.
days.
Still
been going through something.
But we also know Rihanna's
He
supposed to
came
be
in
coming.
May, so he came 3 months later.
A 3.
Yeah,
I'm giving it a
but we
3.
said AET's nothing.
How long?
You said
How long has it been since Rihanna?
Anti came out 2016 in February.
That was her farewell album.
So, yeah,
She don't
this
break
is-
ocean time.
This is her comeback because she hasn't performed since.
Okay.
For what? What do I need to?
Fenty
I'm backing off of Fenty right now.
Fenty is up.
The
Fenty
lingerie.
Fenty over.
She just had
Fenty
her
got a
baby.
bag.
So she about
Bad.
to chill on the Fenty, come out with her little
She
music.
ain't chilling on Fenty.
She
Fenty gonna keep
Fenty-
doing what they
Fenty
doing.
chill
Or
on Fenty.
ASAP Rocky.
She's not even
Nah,
married.
she's
No, you just a hater.
Don't get married.
Stop hating.
Why you mad?
Hey, you don't like ASAP Rocky.
Yeah, hater.
I'm not just a
He-
mosh
He
pit.
just don't know good music, bro. Hey, dog. Hey, that picture was hilarious.
Nah, he really
That
looked like
picture
he was in there
hilarious.
struggling though.
And I'm gonna go with like a 5. It's half and half.
3.
Yeah,
I don't think she's gonna tease something. It might be like one new song.
It might not tease, but she gonna say something, or something gonna happen to where, oh yeah, this dropping.
Yeah, I said
I would like
that. I would
Trust me,
really
I'm
listen
here
to this.
for it because
I would love.
I don't have no faith in it.
Anti was
Not
fire.
to mention
I'm
that's
sorry.
not
I
until
agree.
February
That's
anyway.
not until February.
No.
February.
So a lot can happen.
I heard apparently they was trying to get Taylor Swift at first, and then they was like, I mean, I don't want to see Taylor Swift.
I don't got nothing.
I'm gonna tell you
Yeah, she
now
got
though,
some-
the next year when they come to
What's
Vegas,
what's
it's
it?
gonna be Arizona this year.
Oh,
But when they go to Vegas next year, they definitely gonna get somebody in the caucus variety. It's been too many black artists the past like 3 or 4 years. They gonna have to change it up. I'm telling you.
yeah, The Weeknd.
They had The Weeknd, Dr. Dre,
Snoop.
Eminem,
You still have
Snoop, Eminem, Snoop.
He
and
kneeled, bro.
Kendrick.
They told him not to kneel when he kneeled.
He count like a black artist. So yeah, and now Rihanna, and ain't no telling who else.
You
is
forgot.
on that.
You forgot.
And they had Travis Scott,
Forgot Mary J. and 50.
Mary J. Blige, 50
And
Cent,
50.
They was random.
Super.
Dre. Did you say? I thought you said Dre.
Drake,
Yeah.
So yeah, bro, they not.
I'm here for it.
For a while.
I rock with Riri.
For sure, I'm gonna be excited to see it. I just know as far as music coming out,
And she gonna look good on
I'm not.
stage.
Of course, she's gonna look good regardless. But I'm just not. I'm not banking on it. What if she pop out pregnant again? I'm gonna be crazy.
That shit crazy.
Damn. Rocky
got
her
a baby.
fooling like
What
that.
that mean?
He got a point.
I mean, Rocky is a slut.
Yeah.
but he was Rihanna.
Okay.
That don't
What
mean
did you just
nothing.
say?
That don't mean nothing.
Beyonce got cheating on. She's Beyonce. Neil Long got cheating on. She Neil Long. I'm not saying I'm praying on that, but
I am.
It's possible.
stop hating.
I mean,
he just don't like the
niggas can
That's
do
what it is.
anything, but I don't think he would be that stupid.
We all say that, but
Jay-Z had Beyonce, bro.
But the difference is
What's the difference? Please tell me. I want to hear this.
Jay-Z's a billionaire without Beyonce either way.
That's a fact.
that's a fact.
But also, you
But you
married
got the baddest and like
in the game, bro.
But yeah, she a whole billionaire, so ASAP Rocky better not mess up that Billy bag.
niggas be really fucking
But
up.
that-
That's a
Don't matter.
Billy bag. He don't got a Billy bag.
I hear you. It
It
don't
just-
matter.
It really comes down to how much can he control his horniness.
He just got her
He
pregnant.
did
If
it
I got
with his
Rihanna,
head
I'm
and not his
chill.
That's
Facts.
you. That's nice, Rocky. Because
Their life different.
there's probably a bunch of I don't know idiots that might be like.
And you gotta remind yourself, damn, my girl is Rihanna.
Yeah.
If you can't do that, obviously you don't need to
She
be
was
with her.
supposed to be with Drake for real. Square with a 69
Stop,
ace.
stop, just stop.
She obviously didn't want him.
No.
Probably because he was being an idiot or being Bitcoin ball. But
Alright.
that's cool.
Probably that.
So we're
She
gonna say,
is 34 years old.
okay, mid-30s, yeah.
Yeah, just
So we're gonna stay with the NFL. If y'all didn't know, y'all know we from Cincinnati.
Yar.
Shout out to the Bengals getting that dub Thursday
We
night.
needed it.
We needed it.
Yes, sir.
Big 2-2, but
We needed
unfortunately,
that.
Tua how you say his last name?
Lola.
Tagovailoa. Damn, that shit's hard as fuck.
It is.
He suffered a concussion Thursday night after a play where he got slammed to the ground. He hit his head on the turf. He is okay.
Now.
He was able to fly home with the team that night, going back home to Miami.
Adam's is sick.
But I've been watching a lot of. I've been watching a lot of
Undisputed.
Undisputed, First Takes. I was watching all of it because
It's cute.
I was curious to see like how people reacted to it, and some of the general consensus I see is first off, the NFL concussion protocol needs to be thoroughly examined and reworked.
That's crazy.
Because you got to think he suffered that first concussion that Sunday against the Buffalo Bills.
And they say it wasn't a
It
concussion.
was like,
They said it was a back.
They ruled it as a back end.
That man,
The
signs, bro. He is gone.
No.
on Thursday.
No, on Sunday.
Last
So that's
Sunday.
I didn't get to watch that game. I saw the Thursday game, and I was shook. 'Cause I was like, what? I came back in from the bar, and I just looked on the screen. I just seen him. I'm like, what happened?
I said,
So he took that hit.
Who they playing on Sunday?
Buffalo Bills.
They still.
So he took that hit on Sunday, and when he got up from the hit, he stumbled.
I did see that clip.
He stumbled a couple times, and then like he had to have his teammate hold him up.
Yeah.
And then you got to think, boom, 5 days later, you're back in another game Thursday night.
Started on that.
And that's crazy because if you look at the footage from that Sunday game, he just got pushed. He didn't get tackled. But his head. And
this happened to him in college too.
The thing about Tua is so injury prone though.
Yeah,
That's the thing. Tua always get hurt.
With that being said, and I wanted to ask you guys this, especially with you, Malik.
You play football.
You play football yourself. How much of this do you put on Tua himself? Because I know as players at any sport, you guys have like that competitive edge. You have that competitive spirit of even though I took this nasty hit Sunday, I can't let my guys down because we know we got Thursday night game, prime time. I got two of the fastest receivers on my team that I can throw to and get this offense going stupid and crazy. We 3-0 right now. We top of the talk at the AFC. So like, how much of that do you put on Tua and like having like that competitive spirit, that competitive edge as a player?
I would say that I'm definitely putting about 40% on it, but I'm definitely putting more so on Mike McDaniel, who is the head coach, and I'm putting that on the medical staff too. Because at the end of the day, if y'all say no, you can't play, he can't play. No matter how good he feels, no matter how much he want to be out there, you have to say no at some point. Now, obviously, they was probably like, it probably won't happen again. But it happened again. So the Miami Dolphins medical staff is definitely about to face some crazy backlash, to say the least. Yeah. And Tua don't need to see the field for at least a week.
I don't see him going back into a game for a couple weeks, honestly.
I don't know, but it depends on how Teddy decides he's going to do it.
I hope he don't come back out too early.
Yeah.
No, it's just going to get worse if he keep trying.
The reason I don't put any blame on him because, like you said, the medical staff, when they said that was a back injury, they know that was a concussion. Like,
we can see it.
We can literally see it.
We see him stumbling.
Yeah, they might have changed it and twisted it for the media, but that's not what happened. They seen what happened and still continue to let him play.
Yeah. But, hey, he got the dub, and, they said fuck CTE, so, hey.
He ain't the dub.
He didn't.
He's our first Sunday game.
But that's crazy.
They won that Sunday, but they did not win Thursday. Yeah. I wanted to ask you, and this is another thing I wanted to ask you. I did hear this from, I do believe it was Stephen A. And he said that he wants to recommend that all NFL stadiums switch back to a natural grass stadium as opposed to having turf on the field.
Yeah. So, for those of you who don't know, Sterling Shepard, who is a wide receiver for the New York Giants, tore his ACL by slowing down because the turf can be kind of hard sometimes. Yeah. So, with him trying to slow down, it just said, it was like, And it's crazy because he was just trying to stop the route because an interception had been thrown. Now, my only thing about grass is now you got to worry about the actual weather elements. You feel me? Because I don't know if y'all ever have actually played on wet grass before, but it is slippery. Yeah. It's very slippery. So that's already a liability out there. Then you got to worry about grass stains and stuff, which, it ain't that big of a deal, but, these NFL teams try to keep their uniforms very prestige, all that stuff. So there's that. Plus, natural grass, now you got to actually pay to have somebody take care of it. There's that. When I could just get a bunch of old tires, throw some stuff on there. Personally, I like turf better because it's softer. Mm-hmm. And the only bad thing about turf is you could possibly get turf burn, but you wear sleeves. So, But I don't know, man. It's hit or miss. I don't mind playing on grass, but if I got the choice, I'm playing on turf. That's just me.
I feel so. I just think that's just bad timing. Like, the fact that he had a Sunday game, got a concussion, and then you have a Thursday night game. You don't even got a full week. You got 4 days. and you already back and trying to play another game.
Yep.
So the odds of them having that happen within that schedule, because you could have possibly got a whole week off and then played, or like a bye, but no, it was like Sunday, Thursday, and 2 incidents happened in back to back. So we still needed our dub, but we hope you did better, bro.
Another prayers.
You know what I'm saying? Because
He's fine now. He's at home.
You know what I'm saying? So that's going on with that. So it's October 1st.
Mm-hmm.
So that means anime season is in full effect.
We
y'all.
back, baby.
You know what I'm saying? We up.
We
We up.
We in.
So with all that, rock with the anime. I'm about to break down the whole schedule to y'all, what's coming out, what's to look forward to, because this is probably arguably the best fall season anime that we've gotten in a while. Like, I mean, it's some heat dropping. So, boom, already at the time of this recording, October 1st, which is today, right now, you got My Hero Academia Season 6.
Shout out Big Doof.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? If you mess with My Hero, they back. Hulu, Crunchyroll, all that. Check it out. Also, Spy Family, another heater. They're doing their second half now. The next 12 episodes.
Really
If
great.
you have not watched that, it is
Please go
hilarious.
watch it.
It is great. I highly recommend it. You will probably love it. Protect Anya at all costs. Then we got on I think it's the 5th. We got Mob Psycho season 3, which is the final season of Mob Psycho. For those that don't know, this will be the last season, but I think it's gonna be crazy. So Mob Psycho 100, that's another heater. Same creator that made One Punch Man. If you love One Punch Man, you'll love Mob Psycho. If not better, in my opinion. Way better story.
I've only seen season 1.
Then after that, we got Bleach 2022. You know what I'm saying? Big Ichi going on. Big we back, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Big Soul Society. Big Soul Society. Hell, you behind the camera, but stop hating.
Yeah, all the Bleach haters, I don't care, because we about to be up. We up. We up. And probably the most hyped.
Y'all ain't got a Bankai.
I ain't listening, bro. I don't even know, bro. And then last but not least, probably the most hyped up, newest shows to come out, which has been everyone that's been reading the manga has been waiting a long time to see this animated. Chainsaw Man. I repeat, Chainsaw Man will be the next big talked about show.
Y'all look here. Y'all look here.
If you don't know, you gon' know in like
listen here.
The 11th.
Y'all listen here. When Chainsaw Man drop, y'all hearing this right now.
All right, Uncle Shane.
I've been with it.
Okay.
We've been with it.
All right, Uncle Shane.
I don't want you. No, we know y'all gonna like it. We know. We welcome y'all, but just know he was here.
I'm also, I don't know anything about it.
I read the manga. I read the first 20 chapters of the manga. I loved it. I just didn't. One Piece was out. The One Piece manga was going at the same time, so it was like when that shit started going, I focused on that. But from what I read of Chainsaw Man, I definitely love it. Those of y'all that like gruesome, kind of like gritty animes, this is definitely going to be one of those. Blood and Gore will be in full effect, so be ready for that.
Yeah.
But the story is very unique. The concept, I feel like the characters, the way the designs and like how they look. So I definitely Chainsaw Man. It's gonna be up. It's gonna be up.
Don't Jujutsu Kaisen come out sometime later this year too?
Next year.
So Mappa, the same studio that does Jujutsu Kaisen, is doing Chainsaw Man. So if you like the style of Jujutsu Kaisen, it would be a similar, but not exact similar animation style on
the same ones in Mappa, especially Mappa just did the most recent season of Attack on Titan. So y'all already know their work is great. They do good work over there. So shout out to Mappa. They got a lot in their bag right now, but they never miss. So Chainsaw Man, I expect to do big numbers.
Crazy. And then the Go One Piece still gonna be ongoing. So that's 6 shows, man. That's 6 anime shows.
You're forgetting another one.
Who?
The GOAT coming back in the manga. Hunter x Hunter.
November 4th. Hunter manga is coming back. Yup, he's right.
November 4th.
Alright. Well, I have fun reading the
real quick, hold on.
pages.
Well, that just reminded me. We don't know I don't know when the anime is coming out, but if y'all have not, I please highly recommend y'all get on Kaiju number 8 before it hit the media.
I've heard of it.
Kaiju number 8 is fire. It's y'all. When they announced that, it's gonna be crazy. That shit right there. It's just so I don't want to say too much without trying to spoil it, but basically high action again. Kaiju number 8. So A lot of kaiju battles, a lot of monster battles. I'm gonna tell them a lot more off the camera, but I don't want to spoil nothing too crazy. But just know,
But yes.
that's all. But yeah, kaiju number 8. Go check it out.
Also, shout out to the GOATs, RDC World 1.
Yes.
The Anime House 6 and the work that they do. I love seeing
That show's amazing.
all those black brothers just come together as a team to create.
I'm the Hokage. I can't even get a glass of water now.
Hey.
If you're not hip, get hip to their channel. If you don't know about them, you probably seen their videos, not even knowing that's what they go about.
Anime House.
The LeBron videos, Kyrie! Or, you know what I'm saying, the Chick-fil-A videos, my pleasure. You know what I'm saying? All those, they got so many fun stuff. But Anime House 6 was literally a movie. I've already seen it like 3 times. I probably will be watching it again because it's that funny. Shout outs to them. Other than that,
excuse me, young lady that played the Sailor Moon character. If you just so
he down bad. He down bad, y'all.
ignore him.
Munch.
Ignore him. He's got dangling earrings.
You thought she was feeling you?
Rengoku earrings. Rest in peace, a real one.
Alright,
Facts.
saying, you know, holla at your boy ASAP Brown on Instagram. You feel me? You can find me on my regular name on Facebook. You can watch them. I'm just throwing myself.
AKA POV.
I'm just
OPF.
Star 69.
Easy Neuro.
What else can we say? Big League. Facts.
Okay. Anywho, but yeah, Anime House 6, the best in the series so far. Shout out Senji Adventures, bro. The greatest anime trailer of all time.
Hey, that shit was hilarious. But yeah, no. Anything else? I think we did pretty good. Like I said, it's the first video in damn near 3 months.
That's a fact. If you live in the Cincinnati area and you think you can throw them things in Smash Brothers or Smash Brothers,
Throw them hands.
throw them hands. Come holla at us at Queen City Radio. We there every Monday from 5 to 10 p.m.
Facts.
We got good vibes.
Facts.
We got good drinks.
Facts.
On top of the fact that us 3 will be hosting. You feel me? We be commentating and all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? So
Definitely come down, show your love, get on the sticks. We host tournaments, do singles. We get ready to try and do some doubles here soon.
yeah.
So if you got some friends, y'all like to play some Smash, y'all think I got a good little team going, check us out. Queen City Radio. Again, that is Queen City Radio every Monday from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. Come down, hang out with the gang, and let's get it on. You heard?
You feel me?
And this
Other than that,
this episode.
It's another episode. You already know. Okay, he just this is a noise complaint right here. That's another noise complaint. This is what you're talking about, bro.
Nobody lives under me.
So how you get a noise complaint?
Because I got a neighbor right there, and I have a neighbor that lives like.
You just
Yeah, no, like so. If you come in my apartment building, apartment number 5 or whatever, that one's empty. But the one next to apartment 5 got people in it.
Cool. We'll catch y'all next time. We appreciate y'all. Please.
This been the fall.
You already know what the fuck going on.
Me Gunna and Weezy, a 3-headed snake.